Gamers and fake gamers, welcome to probably the most wholesome, inspiring video you will ever see in your entire life. I know, you probably think, Nux, you're over-exaggerating again to keep our watch time and eyes peeled. And to that I say, no, I am going to make your day better. You heard correctly. Your day will be better from watching this video because you think you are a petty person that isn't appreciated in your life, therefore just kind of going through the motions. No one respects you as much as you truly deserve. No one sees you for who you truly are, so you are living a fake life, hoping that people at some point eventually could look at you and respect you for who you truly are, become who you meant to be. So you do things here and there, every once in a while, so that maybe someone could look at you better, that you're not just the leech that you think you are on society. No, I'm not projecting. But ladies and gentlemen, if you were a billionaire that ran 4 companies, had 12 children, and was currently basically second in command of the country, you would think you wouldn't be petty enough to also fake your gameplay in video games so people would think you're a god gamer. Today we are talking about Elon Musk faking his gamer situation. His fraud gamer situation is pathetic. We are getting moist critical covering the Elon Musk situation, and I'm very excited for it. So I don't actually know exactly what went on. All I know is that Mr. Musk is so petty, is so pathetic in his own, like, self-interests. He has such low self-esteem that he needed to build a fraudulent gaming account so people could think he's a better gamer than he is. To every person in chat right now, I am a simple man. I will make fun of whatever crazy situation happens, so subscribe for more crazy situations. That's right, I will glaze Elon Musk when he exposes the insanely disgusting gangs in England that the government was covering up, and I will make fun of him where he possibly does the most pathetic beta thing of all time. Chat, next time someone says that you suck and you're kind of pathetic and gay, remind them that the richest man in the world, second in command of America, father of multiple children, owner of many companies, one of the most influential people on the planet, paid someone to make believe he was better at video games. This is a glorious day.
I was going to wait a little bit longer before fully diving in on this, but I've talked about it on stream, tickling the subject here and there, with Elon Musk's weirdest lie so far about being a Path of Exile 2 top player. For as long as I can remember, Elon has always touted himself as basically a gaming god.
So I'll be real here, I always knew that he was a fraud. I know that you're gonna say, Nux, what do you mean you always knew he was a fraud? What do you mean? I'll show you. I made, I don't know if I'll ever find the clip specifically of me saying it, but Elon Musk made this tweet, all right? He made this tweet years ago. Right after Elden Ring came out, he made this tweet saying, equipped load will be lower if fast rolls is needed. When I saw this tweet, I knew he was a fraud, because this is the worst build in the history of Elden Ring. As someone that actually, you know, played Elden Ring, I could tell you for a fact, this is the worst build of all time. What are these stats? 68 intelligence, 25 dex, 16 strength, 23 endurance? What are these stats? Why is he on a heavy load? You literally can't play the game on a heavy load. He's running 3 different summoning spirits that he needs to cycle through every time he picks to actually want to summon someone. He doesn't have his actual healing flask in his inventory. He needs to open up his inventory every time he wants to heal, which you should be doing every fight in the game. He has crystal darts in his fast shit, but he doesn't actually have heals, okay? Dude, it gets weirder. He's running 2 swords and a staff with 2 shields? There is never a reason to run 2 shields or 2 separate swords in the same hand. He's running both swords in the same hand, bro. This is potentially the lamest thing of all time. What is this build? I thought this guy was supposed to be a genius. No, this is, the moment he posted this, I knew he was a fake gamer. He was trying to flex his gaming skills literally everywhere. I always knew he was a fraud, and I thought it was a little bit weird, but I'm so, like, I'm definitely gonna laugh at this, because this is a level of self-esteem that I have never seen this low. You'd think that a guy worth $100 billion would not have such low self-esteem. But I guess that just goes to show that literally everyone feels like a cuck in their own life.
Where anytime he picks up the sticks, he becomes one of the best to ever do it. And he's been trying that with Path of Exile 2, puffing out his chest, popping his collar, letting people know that he has one of the top characters in the game. which he does, except it's very...
He probably paid someone else to get the account to that level, which is so lame. Why do you play video games? To have fun, to escape reality. You can have a million reasons why you want to play video games. The fact that he hires people to level up his accounts just so he can flex that he's good at video games has got to be the lamest shit in the universe. Next time someone calls you lame, remind them that the richest man in the world pays someone to level up his character to flex.
Very clear from the live stream he did, it's not actually his character. He has one or a team of people that actually pilot this character, and they just give him permission to go on the account to flex it. It's not a herd machine conspiracy theory, it is...
It's like, bro literally goes out there, flexing, being insane, and being like, guys, listen here, I have something real and important to tell all of you. I have sexually satisfied these 5 women. And then it ends up getting released, leaks that he hires male prostitutes to sexually satisfy the 5 women while he watches. And that's the equivalent. That is the equivalent here. Him flexing that he's able to satisfy all 5 of them. And then in reality, he was sitting in the cuck chair paying people to fuck them. Okay? Like, that is how lame and pathetic this situation is.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt true that Elon Musk does not play this game. His account that he showed is definitely not played by him. And it's very clear through the live stream, which we'll go through in a moment, because Quinn made a great video breaking it all down.
All right.
So let's start off with some context. Elon Musk's character is currently level 97, aka rank 12 on hardcore. That's permanent death mode. Currently, what is
permanent death mode? Don't tell me he accidentally kills the character. That would be incredible. If he accidentally kills the character in a permanent death mode that he paid other people to level up, that would be glorious. Oh my god, please tell me that's real. Lord, please give this man but some fun content, please. Please, Lord.
It's their highest ranked player. They're level 97, same as Elon Musk. So, I mean, he has been playing, pretty much just doing nothing except playing part of Exile. So let's just go over some of the things that happened.
The reason I wanted to wait a little longer before diving into the spaghetti and meatballs of this is because I wanted to see Elon's response to it.
He's never responding. He'll never respond to this. There's no way he'll ever respond to this.
Because I know he's seen it. He is more addicted to social media than an Overwatch gooner.
He sees everything. He sees absolutely everything. I think, honestly, he spends his day on Twitter. I think he spends his entire day on Twitter, just scrolling and retweeting and replying and scrolling. There is no doubt in my mind that he didn't see this. He absolutely saw this.
He is glued to this shit 24/7, so I am confident
he's the Eye of Sauron of Twitter.
He is well aware that the entire gaming community is privy to his fraudulent claims of being one of the top Path of Exile players.
Yeah, and the funniest part is, like, he actively follows a lot of gamers. Like, he actively does that. So there is absolutely no way. There is no way he doesn't know.
And I just wanted to see how he would tackle that. Because his responses are always glorious. It's always the most cringe shit imaginable. Where he posts like an AI photo of himself as Iron Man. I am Irony Man. You call yourself the Joker.
No.
Yet you can't take a joke.
There is no way he posted that. Oh my god. The funniest thing is, Elon Musk could literally get away with anything. He just needs to post an AI-generated photo of, I don't know, some random figure in history of Moses walking down from the mountain wearing a MAGA hat. Literally, the entire world will cheer him on. Like, dude, he could literally do that. I could so see him doing that. Reading the 10 Commandments off the tablets while wearing a MAGA hat. Like, you can't see him doing that? Absolutely. 100%. Hello, fellow kids. It is I.
Ironic. And I wanted to see him do some garbage like that for this, but he hasn't yet, and I just really want to talk about it because it is so clownish.
And he opens up his bank, and he goes to a tab called Elon's Maps.
What?
Which immediately...
Jesus driving a Cybertruck, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Immediately is a little bit of a red flag, because I don't know why you would refer to yourself in third person, but okay, he does that. He then proceeds...
Really? He named his only thing Elon's Masks. No, the ego.
To walk up to his map device and go to put a map in. The literal first thing you learn upon getting to the end game is how to operate this map device. You're going to start off at a node, and then from that node, you can go to adjacent connected maps. Now, Elon... He's trying to...
Oh, he's trying to do the map that's not in the chain.
He's just clicking a map repeatedly, trying to access it. He was not eligible to enter that map.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He would have played thousands of maps at this point.
I don't know how many of you have ever subjected yourself to the torture of trying to watch an Elon Musk stream, but they are agonizing when he tries to stream a game, because it's like 30 minutes of actual nothing burgers where he will sit there AFK and all you get is just background noise.
That's
the
awesome.
banging of pans sounds like shit falling over. It's like listening to Legos exploding,
awesome. That's
and then he'll
awesome.
like occasionally
Yes.
talk, and he's still doing nothing, and then maybe he'll do like briefly one map. Watching
Dude, that is awesome. He doesn't even need to entertain. He's Elon Musk.
Snoop Dogg stream when he left and just left it running for like a day was more entertaining than trying to sit through an Elon Musk Twitter stream. They're fucking brutal. So Quinn going through this cut out a lot of that, and when he's actually trying to play the game, he doesn't know what he's doing. So what he's showing here is he has that tab called Elon's Maps, which is a weird thing to do, but he's a quirky guy.
You really can't see Elon referring himself in third person? Absolutely, bro. I call myself Nux, okay? Yes, she thinks it's weird when I do that, specifically in bed. But when I do it, I mean it, okay?
Maybe he refers to himself in the third person. You could maybe try and conjure up some kind of argument there.
I love how Mr. Critical over here is trying his best. He is literally pussyfooting around. Elon Musk renamed himself on Twitter Kekius Maximus or something. Okay? Kekius Maximus. You ever gonna take this guy seriously? He's a memer. He is 100% memer. Literally, no doubt.
Because he is just so peculiar as an individual that he would do that. But the big smoking gun in this intro is that he doesn't even know how to use the in-game map. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like, I'm not even to...
That's incredible. It's incredible. First of all, like, you gotta wonder why he's doing this altogether. Like, he is not doing this to impress politicians, okay? He literally is not doing this to impress politicians. Politicians could not give a flying rat's fuckhole if he's actually a good gamer or not. So why is he doing this? He's doing this to impress the gamers. He's literally doing it to impress the gamers. Bro, the gamers are gonna know you're faking it. Like, that's the most insane thing. Like, who is he doing this for? Who is your audience, bro?
To that point in the game, yet looking at that map, I can tell you what is and is not accessible just through the basic understanding of how games work. He is clicking on a grayed out node. He is repeatedly clicking on it, expecting something different to happen. It's fucking grayed out, goofball.
Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be inside of me. It's just haters, guys. It's just haters, okay? Listen, it's literally just haters. Literally haters, just haters.
Clearly can't go there yet, but he doesn't understand it.
Anyone who's level 97 is, and you know, we're talking one of the most efficient players in the game, period.
Right.
There is no way you would do that. You just like sitting there like some sort of geriatric old man clicking this node, expecting something to happen, and then he finally kind of gives up after a while.
The boot up sound. Oh, the pain.
And then realizes his mistake. We then get a look at his inventory. So Elon Musk is stuck going into the map and with full bags. If you're an efficient player, you're going to clear a map, you're going to loot the valuable items.
And you're going to sell...
You want to know the craziest thing? I just found this. I was looking for this behind the scenes. I knew this was a thing, and I'm so happy I was able to find it. Are you ready to lose your mind with what you're about to see? So Elon Musk needs to also... It's an ego check for him. Like, I don't for a second think he's stupid. I think Elon Musk is a very smart man. I just think he's an incredibly egotistical man. And I think that he'll do such stupid things to go to the... I think he thinks he's so much smarter than everyone else does that he thinks he can get away with this type of thing. Like, genuinely. Look at this. This is incredible. All right, this is a bunch of political commentators debating Elon Musk and Britain and if he's smart and stuff. All right? Watch this clip.
Very patient. Once for to say, I think he's ready. He's a big video game proponent. He's very good at video games, by the way. That is one thing I think he's quite good at. He thinks he's
God,
ready
he doesn't
player
even have
one,
that.
And the rest of us are NPCs. Is that right? And non-player whatever they characters.
Yeah, so this is people who have no idea about video games. He's the video gamist of all video gamers, and he's the Ready Player One, and other people are non-player whatchamacallit characters, right? These are people that have no idea what video games are. But these people say that I'm sure he's smart, like he's very good at video games, when he's not. He's not good at video games. But they still give it to him. They still give it to him.
He thinks he's Ready Player One and the rest of us are NPCs. Is that right? And non-player, whatever they call it. He's a big video game proponent. He's very good at video games. But
oh, the pain! And like, that's the funniest thing. It's like somehow his posturing works. His posturing works on people. These people believe him because they're like, why would he lie about that? Why is he like this? Why is he like this? He objectively does so many like incredible things, and then he freaking goes out there. This is the wildest flex in the world. Bro has billions of dollars. Why?
All the trash, keep the good stuff.
God, I love the chaos so much. Dude, the chaos is literally my favorite thing. Subscribe for more chaos, okay?
Salvage the bad stuff. Everyone knows that. It's not just being an efficient player, it's just being a player.
If you've played the game at all, you would know that this is not the game.
In general, Elon Musk goes into it with a full inventory. You don't have to be a Path of Exile player.
Oh my God, if you have a full inventory, you can include stuff. No.
To know that that's...
Nux, have you seen the video where an interview asked why he wasn't doing something with the spaceship? He takes the idea, he invites the dude back and takes credit for it in front of him? No, but that's hilarious.
Pretty stupid. If you're playing a game that revolves around getting loot, why would you go in with no ability of collecting loot? It doesn't make sense. Unless, of course, you're Elon, who doesn't actually play the game and can't wrap his head around that concept that, you know, having a full inventory kind of defeats the whole purpose. You'd want to get rid of your trash. Or if all of that is just treasure, absolute beautiful loot you don't want to part with, you'd put it in your stash. You wouldn't take it into the map with you because you need the space in your inventory.
This is hilarious. This is so hilarious. How did he think he was going to get away with this? Oh my God. This is the lamest lie of all time. Like, bro, if you're going to lie, at least A, make it sound good, and B, bro, for the love of God, make it important. Why would you lie about this?
That is like actual basics. And he's already failing on the most fundamental aspects of playing not only this game, but any games even similar to it.
Any game where you have an inventory, you know that you don't leave the inventory just full of shit. That is gaming 101.
It's actually a rookie mistake that I myself was making when I was first starting this game, where I was just taking unnecessary shit with me. I didn't realize just how quick and easy it was to just go store it or sell it. You can just click a single button, it'll make a portal to the town, and you can just sell it and then go right back through that portal to where you were. You don't lose any time or anything. It's not a hassle or a chore. And it's something that once you start playing the game, you become privy to. But Elon Musk doesn't really play this game, it seems.
No, it's all fake. He literally pays someone to do it. It's so wild. Why would he lie about this? Why would he lie about this?
Yet, somehow, has one of the...
People in my chat really thinks he didn't lie about it. Chat, all right, we'll keep watching. We'll need more evidence. You learned this in the first 10 levels. Bro!
Top accounts in the whole fucking hardcore space. How odd.
So what I'm doing here is just boosting my shield before battle by meditation. Meditation before battle is always good.
And he starts killing monsters. He starts obliterating monsters with his character.
Bro, whoever leveled up his account made him a god. Oh my God.
But what becomes obviously apparent...
Chaos Orb, no loot filter.
Is like, he's just running past Chaos Orbs. He just ran past the Chaos Orb.
Chaos Orbs are one of the most important currencies, and they're also really rare. I have about 140 Exalts. I have like 9 Chaos Orbs. Just so you guys understand.
This fucking goober doesn't even have the wherewithal to loot.
He doesn't know what items are good and what items are bad. He has no idea. He has no clue. Bro thinks he's playing 4D chess when he's really just playing checkers. That's insane. Oh my God.
One of the most valuable currencies in the game with a Chaos Orb. So I'm 30 hours deep. I've seen one. I've seen one in 30 hours. And he just runs right by it.
Oh my God,
he doesn't
dude.
know the game at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that he actually doesn't know the game. I think it's pretty obvious that he has no idea what he's saying. And that he doesn't know what he's playing. Like, that's just... like, objective. Anyone can say that. But that leads to the question, why? Now, I would like to put a positive spin on this. I would like to say it's because we all are feeling insecure about our own lives. People don't see us the way we want to be seen all the time. Very often, a lot of us are put down by those around us, just like Elon Musk. Just because he's a multi-billionaire with many children and multiple wives and an army of money and companies and friends with the president and can probably do anything and has spaceships. Bro literally has spaceships and he felt like he needed to lie about this. This is incredible. Like, this is like gloriously pathetic. I want you to take this moment to recognize even he is insecure. Okay? So when you're insecure in your life, just recognize at least You don't have spaceships.
The only thing he loots are completely meaningless waystones. They're not...
Waystones. Those glow. He loots the glowing things and he leaves the incredibly rare artifacts behind because they don't glow. Wow, that's pathetic. Holy shit.
Wholly meaningless, but for where he's at in the game, it's not what you'd be prioritizing for loot. But the reason he's clicking the waystones is because those are what's highlighted. Meanwhile, Chaos Orb wasn't highlighted, so in Elon Musk's little, like, caveman brain, not shiny, not need.
No,
so he just ignores it. He doesn't know the game.
It's unfathomable for someone to be in the top ranks without a loot filter. Yet Elon Musk, the god gamer, he doesn't play with a loot filter. The only thing Elon does pick up are maps, because the default in-game loot filter highlights those. Those things are worthless. The actual items of value that he should be picking up, that he would have had to pick up in order to get the gear, leave it on the ground. He gets to the boss, he's fighting the boss, and I want to say for about 10 seconds, he sits there and he's out of mana. Mana is a resource in this game where...
Oh my god, abilities grayed out due to lack of mana. He didn't know how to read. Oh god, maybe he's just playing hard mode. Maybe he's playing on a more difficult level. He's handicapping himself. Alright, he's tying his arm behind his back. He's closing his eyeball with the Sharingan while he's fighting this boss, okay? Listen, you wouldn't understand as a mortal that doesn't have a spaceship.
Yeah, you need it in order to use your abilities. He just sits there, default attacking the boss without activating his mana flask. Anyone who's played the game and understands the character would understand, like, oh, I'm not doing any damage because I'm out of mana.
There's no explanation.
No, he didn't know he was out of mana and he couldn't do any damage. Okay, well, in his defense, he's rich and you're broke, okay? So take L, bald guy.
For him being bad at this character at this level. If he was the one that has been piloting it...
Listen, he's been playing with a blindfold on his streams. He likes to make he wants the plebeians to feel better about themselves, actually. He's the richest man in the world. He's so powerful. He's so powerful. He has spaceships. He has spaceships. And he paid someone to make believe that he's a good video gamer and he doesn't even know how to play the game. Dude, this is the lamest thing in the world. Yes, I have paid people to satisfy my wives. My children, they're not even mine. I paid for their creation.
This whole journey, he would have mastered it. And what Quinn is pointing out is that he clearly hasn't. You can tell from his gameplay. When he's fighting this boss here, he is out of mana for an inexcusably long period of time.
Oh my god.
In Path of Exile 2, if you go out of mana, if you play League of Legends, you can immediately pop a mana flask and get it back to continue optimizing your DPS. Bro. He doesn't do that. His character is juiced out.
I mean, to be fair, this is the guy that played Elden Ring without the S flask, as I showed in the beginning of the video. So listen, I'm just saying, maybe he doesn't do healing. Maybe healing is for women and gay people. Well, dude, there's no explanation. There's no explanation. Bro thinks he's the chosen one, and he wants people to slobber all over his meat because he's good at video games, which he paid other people to do.
The wazoo, so he's able to get away with being so dog shit. But the fact that
dude is gonna make like female sex robots because he's a genius inventor guy or whatever, and then he's gonna invent male sex robots to pleasure the female sex robots because he can't do it himself. All right, I'm just saying, like, that is what we're talking about. That is the level of lameness that we are discussing right now.
He doesn't pop his mana flask for like 10 seconds is crazy to me. And God. Anybody who plays the game. It's not him being some kind of chess master galaxy braining this where he's being frugal with his mana. Well, actually, I made a calculation that it would be suboptimal if I popped one of my fucking 20 mana flasks in because you wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't get it, okay? He was trying to awaken the 8 inner gates, okay? It takes pain and suffering to awaken the gates. All right? Don't be a hater. All right, Moist, okay?
I'm thinking, well, 5 steps ahead of you. True. It's just him just being bad. It's him being bad at this character because it's not really his character. Whoever is piloting this account behind the scenes and boosting it lets Elon go on and do these really easy maps where even when he's super shit, he can get away with being bad and not be punished for it.
He then goes on to loot items off the ground. He starts dragging them into his bag. I don't even know how to describe to you how painful that is to anyone who actually plays the game. And his bags are full and he just keeps clicking it over and over and over again. Nobody, not even people who are kind of noobs at the game, do this. I don't even think Elon Musk...
This is incredible. This is like unbelievably pathetic. This is unbelievably pathetic. Oh my god, that's incredible. Bro, that's awesome. I'm just saying, Elon Musk, it's like this is hypothetical. Elon Musk pays someone to become a chess grandmaster on his account, and then he goes and plays chess against XQC and loses. All right? He gets beaten by the throbbing checkmate. That is the equivalent, okay? That is literally the equivalent of what's happening right now. Oh my god. And this, like, this is XQC I'm talking about. This is what XQC is known for. He has some incredible takes. Like, this is XQC's solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict.
In 1978, Israel and Egypt signed the U.S.-brokered Camp David Accords. Shortly after that, Israel gave...
This is a really bad question, chat. Why don't they just, and this will sound really bad, why don't they take the whole piece of land, full reset, all the same, and just call it like Landia. It's just land. Like, fuck it. And everybody wins.
Back to Egypt as part of the peace treaty. At the time, hugely controversial.
Now everybody lives in it, and it's whatever. What? No, it's just one thing. It keeps pushing up and down, up and down, up and down, bing, 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 bing. Okay, why don't you full reset and make it one thing?
Dude, sometimes when you can't understand what he says, and, like, you can't understand what he says, and that's unironically better than the thing he actually came up with, all right? And this is the guy that would beat him, in chess, all right? And then everyone would wonder, did he in fact fake his rating? Did he in fact fake his rating in chess? No one knows. Now, XQC has been known for his good takes. I'm gonna show you another good takes. This is XQC's solution to the fires in LA.
Wait, hold on. Chat, what if they, instead of putting retardant and hoping, why don't they just bomb the outer line? Like a line of bombs. Say, fuck it, we'll try a bunch of bombs. And when the fire gets there, it's just soil.
Oh! The solution is carpet bombing LA. Wow, he is like, I'm just saying. And then this guy beats Elon Musk in chess. And listen, it was just a mistake. Listen, it was an error. Yes, bomb the fires. He makes a good point.
Just done the campaign, honestly.
I also don't think he's finished the campaign, and I'm gonna go a step further. I don't think he has ever really played an ARPG to a high level at all, including Diablo. Nobody, I mean actually nobody, is going to drag their loot into their bag once they spend any amount of hours in Path of Exile or Diablo or anything. No one's going to be doing that. That is a mistake that only
idiots living in Landia would come up with that shit.
Your grandpappy would make if you sat him down to play this game where you just slowly drag in the loot. Nobody fucking does that. Well, so I really question the authenticity of his claims of being one of the top Diablo players through his own sheer blood, sweat, tears, and
not only did he fake it, not only did he pay someone to fake it, but he actually thought he can get away with playing the game on that account. Like, it's so unbelievably lame.
Recent come. I think
I'm gonna come.
Something similar has been happening for him on Diablo, where he has people behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think he did the same thing with Elden Ring. You saw his Elden Ring account. He always flexes that he's like a god gamer. And all these news sites talk about how he is a genius because he's objectively good at video games. I've been saying this for so long, it's so nice to have proof. Oh god, it's pathetic. He just needs someone to pay attention to him. He's so lonely. Elon Musk might be the loneliest guy of all time that he feels like this is what he needs to do to get attention. Don't worry, Elon Musk, I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. We could start a podcast together. We'll call it Nux and Musk. Musk and Nux. It'll be great. Once a week, we'll come together and talk about the Musk on the internet.
Playing the game for him.
We could even call it Kekius Maximus, a podcast where we talk about all of our incredible exploits in different video games.
Then he just goes on occasionally to do a couple maps to flex on Twitter streams.
You're also an innovator there.
Yeah, I've played a lot of video games.
Oh, it's so pathetic. Oh no.
Think about like StarCraft, any game where a lot of people are playing. To rise to the top, you have to be exceptional, period, as a human being.
Yeah.
You have to be exceptional as a human being, and he just says yes, and then he pays someone to get a high score. Like, this is so lame. This is so lame. Oh my god, it's the lamest thing ever.
There has to be something exceptional about you.
Yeah.
Are you in the top 20 in the world, or the top 20 wow, in Diablo?
Oh.
Yeah.
A ton of people are...
Oh, the humble flex. Listen, I don't want you to... I don't mean anything personal about it.
Calling this into question now after watching the Path of Exile stream, because those are transferable skills. If you're really good at Diablo, you should at least...
It's like saying I'm the best Dark Souls 3 player of all time, but I'm shit at Elden Ring. That just doesn't make sense.
At least be pretty good at Path of Exile, and he's just not. And he lacks the basic understanding of ARPG fundamentals. So how the fuck could he be one of the top Diablo players and be this clueless for Path of Exile? It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't compute.
His settings on the map transparency are turned on by default. His life values are turned on. All these basic settings that anyone in the top 100 would do, he is not doing. Maps can effectively have different content on them, and that content...
You know the craziest thing? His stream is obviously not planned. You do realize that probably means he saw someone on Twitter shitting on him, making fun of him for probably being bad at video games or something. And you know what he probably did? The little worm in his brain probably bit him and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live literally right now before even getting coaching. I'll figure it out. My account is busted. That's probably what happened. It was probably just a knee-jerk reaction to someone making fun of him on the internet, and he blew the lid on this entire operation.
Content will be signified by icons on the map, so it could be a map which has an expedition in it, a breach in it, or it could be corrupted. Elon starts looking through the atlas, and he finds a map with, I kid you not, 4 things on it.
There are 4 things there.
The 4 things, guys. It's the 4 things. Yeah. Me, a pope, when I talk about me, the pope, when I refer to the 3 things in the Catholic religion. You know, the 3 things, the father and the other 2 things.
This one has a real risk of dying.
4 things.
4 things. He has a risk of dying. Please tell me he dies. Please tell me he dies on this hardcore account.
What are those things?
God. 4 things. It's 4 things, dude.
You can't just write this off as him being lazy and trying to put it in layman's terms, because this stream of him flexing his Path of Exile 2 achievements isn't made for, you know, your uncle or something who's a big Elon meat swallower.
That's the craziest thing. This is literally to flex to gamers. Oh.
This is, like, specifically catered to gamers.
Oh my
so it
God.
makes no sense that he would just write that off as just 4 things.
Please,
and also,
dude.
his settings make no sense for someone in the top 100. No loot filter and all of the basics still on. That's how I play. And I am nowhere near a top player in Path of Exile 2 at all. It just, it doesn't work. That excuse of him just being lazy, it doesn't work. He could not achieve what he has in Path of Exile 2 with these settings and the way he approaches the game. It's
Charles is stretching his butt right now.
clearly just not him that has got the character to this point. He doesn't know what those 4 things are, which is why he calls it that.
Bro, this is like what happened when I entered the Genshin trivia tournament, and I actually didn't know anything about Genshin Impact, and I was literally just making up answers. Oh my God, this is like so pathetic.
He then goes on to say, oh, could you...
This is max difficulty on hardcore. If there's a way to get higher difficulty, I don't know what it is, but...
I mean, I would make it harder if I could, because it's literally such a cakewalk for my magnanimous brain. My brain is so large and girthy and heavy, I can't even hear. It blocks my ear holes because of my girthy brain that allows me to play on hard levels.
This is everything maxed out.
Path of Exile has boss fights and endgame bosses, which are quote-unquote difficult battles, which Elon actually did do in one of his streams, where he just went into the endgame boss and died repeatedly to it. Maps are just farming. You go into maps and you farm them for loot and experience. They're not the most difficult battles, and I don't know if he's trying to deceive people watching a stream into thinking that he's
I'll be real, I don't think he even knows. I don't think he even knows what makes a difficult battle.
some insanely hard thing whenever he's literally doing
Listen, he did find a way to make it harder. He just doesn't use mana. That's pretty good. Like, let's be real here. That's pretty great.
when you do to grind or farm.
Listening to Elon talk about Path of Exile 2 is like listening to the out-of-touch writers in CSI, where they'd have things like, yeah, I have all the top scores in every MMO RPG ever. I am elite noob slayer.
True.
Like, when they try and relate to gamers, that's Elon with Path of Exile 2. It's such a weird thing to lie about, because this isn't a cool thing to anyone that's not...
That's the craziest thing. Like, why would he even lie about this? Like, that's what's so absolutely mind-boggling. Dude, you want to see, I found an image right here of, my favorite billionaire. All right, you're gonna see him. Now, here, let me show you a picture of Elon Musk. This was Elon Musk in his youth. I think it tells you everything you need to know about where he's really going. Guys, this is an actual image of Elon Musk. I'm telling you, like, Gilderoy Lockhart. Bro would unleash the Cornish pixies and run for the fucking hills. I'll be real here. It is the same guy. Like, this is an actual Lockhart moment. Thank you, Chad, for pointing that out. Like, this is such a lame lie. It is such a lame lie.
Already playing Path of Exile 2, but anyone who plays the game would immediately recognize he's just making shit up and doesn't actually know what he's doing or saying. Yeah. And it's just classic Elon. This is a max difficulty Turbo XL Super Arcade. In fact, I'm the only one that's unlocked this difficulty.
Man, it's not easy to be me, Elon Musk. I literally hear in 4K. I smell in HD Ultra. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to be me. It's not easy walking around thinking in 4K HD plus minus B plus square root of 4AC over 2A. Yeah, I think in the quadratic formula myself.
Setting. And
what do you think about my skibbity riz, fellow gamers?
I just wish it was a little bit harder, because for someone of my intellect, it's just a bit beneath me. But yeah, this is maxed out difficulty on hardcore. You can see I'm breezing through it. I wish I could...
Yeah, it's not easy. I put a stunt into my eye to lobotomize myself while playing, so I could even get a semblance of enjoyment over the basic functions of this game. I prefer my games lobotomized. I pull it out because my mind literally regrows after the lobotomy because of how voluptuous my brain tissue is. I'm like the girl from The Boys season 4.
Increase the difficulty a little bit just to stimulate myself a bit more, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm just too good for it. Like, the way he talks about this game while clearly being clueless on it, he's actually infuriating. I can't stand it.
I love it. I completely disagree. Everyone's literally so upset at Elon Musk for this right now. You see people on Twitter losing their mind. You guys suck. This is hilarious. This is a glorious moment for mankind, all right? You see absolute narcissism eat a man in real time, okay? This is a glorious moment for people that feel worthless everywhere. That's right, because no matter how pathetic and lame you are, you were never pathetic and lame enough to do this. This is a big moment for mankind. Subscribe for more optimism and chaos.
And Elon Musk starts going over his gear.
This is a great staff, but it's only a level, 62 staff.
Oh, no. This is the requirement level. This isn't the level of the staff. This is the requirement. Oh my god. I've never even played Path of Exile, but one thing I can do is read fucking English.
His weapon is, I kid you not, one of the best, if not the best staffs on the entire hardcore trade league. You cannot even buy it. Insane weapon.
Not only does Elon have a staff that you can't even buy, but it's so good that second best one, which is missing 2 of what makes a staff so powerful for an invoker, which is the crit and crit bonus, is still 20 divines, and that's obviously very expensive.
Here I am, level 95, but my staff is only level 62.
No!
That is something that you learn pretty early on into the game, that the actual level of gear isn't the most important part about it. That's just the requirement to equip it.
Yeah, it literally says requirement, bro.
Quinn gave an example that one of the strongest, most meta builds at the moment uses a weapon that is level 1 requirement. A level 1.
God.
If Elon Musk had that on his stream, he would have probably blown a fucking gasket. He would have had a conniption, thinking that his boosters were doing a bad job. And
then Elon is literally out there, buying governments. You don't understand, what's going on. This guy has, the British government in a chokehold right now. Their testicles are being fondled in his palm of his hand. He can squash them at any moment. It's insane, the level of influence this guy has in the world. And this is what he's doing. My woman's intuition is screaming danger. Yeah, well, Elon Musk has 3 ex-wives, so your women's intuition is not alone. Bro, this is insane!
They're doing such a good job that it has become blatantly obvious that Elon is not the one behind it at all. His weapon is nuts, yet he is fixated on it being level 62, thinking it's beneath him because he's a much higher level.
Stop.
He doesn't grasp the concept that it's not the level that makes the weapon good, it's all of the blue stuff there.
Oh,
no. You can't reach this point in the game.
I'm suffering. Here he is, one of the most influential people in the world. You know, Trump likely won the election because of Elon Musk. This guy is so powerful. And here he is just going out there lying about, bald-faced lying about gaming.
Without that basic understanding, you just can't. He's talking like he needs to upgrade his weapon soon. Yeah, I need to get myself a better weapon, one that reaches my potential at level 95. But for now, this is getting the job done. I'm able to do all of this with such a low level.
Bro, this is insane.
But for now, this is getting the job done. I'm able to do all.
Sorry, I saw that frame as it drove by, and I immediately knew. The moment I saw this frame, I needed this for my Charlie collage. I'm so sorry.
Of this with such a low-leveled weapon.
Oh my god.
It's fucking insanity.
Oh my god.
My helmet is level 56.
Int, lightning, and chaos resist. Okay, it's only 56.
Amulet level 61. Ring is only level 48, 49. At least a level 75 jacket.
It's a jacket with 6 things. Yeah, tell us how bad the item that only drops from the highest difficulty of the hardest boss. Just tell us that it's only level 52. Did you find this at level 52? That's impressive.
Level 52 here.
They can only ever be little.
This is so sad, dude. Listen, it's not the size of the staff that matters, Elon. You should know.
Bro, Elon Musk is a fucking fraud, bro.
Dude, he's a numbers guy. Elon Musk is a numbers guy.
Low level compared to my character level, but it seems to work pretty well. In softcore,
And Trump will make a statement. He's a fraud. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I beat him in Yu-Gi-Oh! I defeated him in the Shadow game every time. My monsters have higher levels than his monsters. My Blue Eyes White Dragon has more attack points than his Dark Magician. Listen, my Blue Eyes White Dragon is literally stronger than all the Dark Magicians that are entering this country illegally. I only rep Blue Eyes White Dragons, not those illegal Dark Magician immigrants.
or you can get much better equipment.
Seems to work pretty well as an understatement. He is a fucking force of nature with this gear.
By the way, I'm just letting you know, I am going to be reusing that joke. That joke was straight fire. I will be reusing it.
He is beyond juiced. The actual pilots of this account have done an extraordinary job of making an absolute deity with this gear here. And yet Elon can't recognize that because he's not the one that did
awesome,
it.
Dude.
He only
Oh my
mentions
God.
the item's level, the least important part about items in the game. And once again, the excuse of, oh, he's just being lazy and he's trying to put it in layman's terms so people can understand. People know, like...
Dude, the Elon Musk dick riders, like, you guys are cooked. Bro, these make no... You cannot... This is actually indefensible.
Level 62 versus level 95. Well, no, because that doesn't work, because the 62 is extremely good regardless of him being level 95. He could be level 1000, and that level 62 weapon is still going to be fucking unbelievable.
Bruh.
Like, he just doesn't understand how the game works.
That's awesome.
He just doesn't.
Oh,
Like,
awesome, dude.
if he didn't want to go into detail on everything for his...
This is hilarious. This is like a moment of history. I will be referencing this moment because of how just awesome this is. I want you to know that I am enjoying myself immensely, even if you are not, okay? My time right now is really good. You have to recognize that all these chaotic things that happen in the world, you look at them from the perspective of being sad. Bro, these are glorious things. Guys, pucker up your buttock and laugh, bro. This is hilarious.
Gear during the stream, that's fine, but he is actively saying that the gear isn't really good because of its level, which is so false, it's laughable. That's why he is being giggled at by both Crip and Quinn during this.
And me, and Moist, and probably everyone else, because it's pathetic. And lame. It's so lame. Like, you get... I have to tell this to my dad. I literally have to call my dad and tell him this story and see what he says. Because that would be amazing. I am literally going to do that right after this stream. I'm going to call my dad and say... Because my dad obviously likes Elon Musk. So I'm going to literally tell my dad this story. I'll be like, Dad, Elon Musk was just caught in a lie. And he'll be like, what do you mean? You know how Elon Musk always says he's an amazing video gamer? Well, it turns out he spent thousands of dollars to someone to boost up his account, so his account was high, and then when he went on his account to flex it to the world, he completely fumbled it, because he obviously doesn't know how to play video games, and he's been lying on the Joe Rogan podcast and every other show he's ever been on that he is a god gamer, literally built different, when in reality, he is just terrible at video games, and has been lying to everyone, exposed as a video game fraud. My dad will be in shock. Literally in shock. Why would he lie about this? And I already see what his responses be. First he's gonna say, it doesn't matter, video games aren't important. And then the gears are gonna turn and he's gonna recognize, but if they're not important, why would he lie?
Because he is beyond clueless as to what he's even looking at and what he's talking about. And from his gameplay, it seems he doesn't even really know how to play the game itself either. I would wager guess he's maybe spent a couple of hours actually playing the game, but only...
I played the tutorial of Raid Shadow Legends to prep for this.
Clearing maps. I don't think he has ever picked up a piece of fucking gear in his life or worked on a build or anything at all. I don't think he...
Well, we saw his Elden Ring build. We know that he's not exactly Galileo at building builds in video games.
He knows how to use like skill gems or support gems or anything. I bet if you asked him to bring up like certain things, like explain why this gem is where it is, he would have no clue why. If he brought up his skill tree, he would have no idea what's even on it. Like if you asked him about trials, he would hit you with big fucking question marks.
No, honestly, I would love someone to go in there and just say made up words to him. literally just say made up words to him and see how he responds. Like the entire time. Like, dude, that would be my favorite thing ever. Just literally going in there and say, so did you cover your dinglebop with Schleen? And just see what he says. Just see what he says. Did you load in the globuflax into the Judenizer? Like, just see what he says. Like, what's he gonna say? Those aren't real things?
Or just ignore it and move on. He doesn't know the game. And he proved it with this live stream here. But the question needs to be asked, why? Why even?
That is the question. Why lie about this? Why lie about this? Elon, did you remember to equip your flungleberry before slurping all over his glorp?
Lie about.
All right, that one might be a little too extreme.
This in the first place. Again, this isn't something cool to people who don't play Path of Exile. But anyone who plays Path of Exile is going to recognize that you're a fraud. This is not your account. If he was honest about it, saying like, hey, I tried Path of Exile, I really liked it, but I don't have time to grind it, so I paid people to grind it for me, I think people would have a little bit...
It would still be incredibly lame that you're paying someone to play video games for you. It would absolutely be lame, but it would be a lot less lame. Because at least he has fuck you levels of money, all right? He literally has fuck you money. He could say, I paid someone $10,000 to get my account to the highest in the world just for the flex of it. Like, he could say that, and like, you'll be like, whoa, $10,000? And then you'll really think about it and be like, that is literally nothing for him. He's worth billions. He does not care about $10,000. Like, he could absolutely do that. But this is just so much more pathetic.
A little bit more respect for that, as opposed to him cosplaying as one of the top players, pretending he's the one actually putting in the work and doing it.
You really think Keki as Maximus would betray his audience like that?
When he's definitely...
What's your theory, boss, on why? I'll tell you my theory. He's lonely. He has no attention. He feels really sad. I think he's just a very sad man. That's my theory. Again, that might be maybe a little too dark, but I really think he's just a very, very sad man, to be honest. I think he's incredibly rich. He has very few people that are actually around him because they like him. I think most of the people that are around him because he's just incredibly rich and influential. So I really feel like he doesn't really have friends. I feel like he's divorced. I feel like he doesn't really have a family. And I think he's, you know, just a very, very sad man that wants attention for various things. And every time he does it, he obviously gets hate. But how can you hate him for just being good at video games? Like, it is the most innocuous thing to flex at, where no one could hate you. So I kind of feel like he kind of went down that path a little bit. And it's incredibly pathetic. It's a sad theory, to be honest. But I don't know. I feel like it's likely.
Not.
And if you needed any more proof that Elon is 100% boosted, he was playing the game today inside of maps, blasting, while simultaneously on a X space.
No.
Yeah, all right.
No. He was on an X space while his account was in use. Oh my God. Bro.
On a X space.
He died? He died at level 97? At position 7 on the ladder, he died? Get fucked, Elon slave. He died in hardcore? He literally went back to the beginning. No, Elon. Elon, no! Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, RIP. So, Elon's account...
Get fucked, Elon slave.
Percy did die, and in hardcore, that is permadeath.
Oh my God, that's insane! Well, bro just lost his job. Unless it was Elon that did it. That would have been so much funnier. And Elon spends like tens of thousands of dollars to get someone to level his account up and then just plays it to flex and dies. Holy crap, bro.
I'm not sure if it was Elon that died on it, or if one of the people he paid to boost it made a mistake while grinding.
This story just keeps getting better. You guys are all haters. This story keeps getting better and better. This is a glorious day.
Not sure, but I love the idea that it was Elon who bit the dust on it and bought the farm, because the people that actually put the hundreds of hours into getting this account so juiced out the wazoo are probably fucking furious. Like,
it just pays them another 10K to level him up again. Oh.
They set Elon's maps aside, which are very easy maps for him to clear for the sake of flexing on Twitter with
That's crazy that he has a whole thing of Elon's maps, specific maps that Elon could play, and even he won't lose on these baby maps.
Account that they're actually putting the work into, and yet somehow this bumbling buffoon still finds a way to die on this overpowered character, just reverting all of their hard work to zero.
To be honest, he's paying them, so I don't think they really care, but that is so funny.
It's a beautiful thought, because they set aside easy maps for him, and maybe he got a little too big for his britches. Maybe what happened is he saw all the people, calling him out for obviously not playing this game. He's like, okay, I'll put on my big boy britches and I'll do some hard content.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I think so too. Someone made fun of him on the internet and he was like, yeah, well, I'll play some actual hard levels to prove it to you. And he literally dies.
And immediately just gets fucking washed. Like, just actually rinsed. I'm very excited to learn how exactly this account perished, because I feel like he'd probably mention it, you know, like, what happened? What went so wrong? But yeah, I wanted to talk about this a bit. It's such a weird, stupid thing to even...
It's so good. It's so good. Y'all are haters. This is a glorious story. Oh my god, I love it. I love that I am in the position to make these videos, okay? This is so good. Just searching out every bit of every butt crack of the internet, and I will be there, bro. To 1,000 years of death, said butt crack.
Lie about in the first place, and yet here he is telling blatantly obvious fibs. He's got all the money in the world and all of the insecurity imaginable. He has this desperate, insatiable appetite for unconditional love from everyone, and in this pursuit makes everyone hate him through being just a...
I don't hate him for this, honestly. I think this is hilarious. I personally am grateful to Elon for doing something so pathetic, because it's something that I will laugh about for a very long time. I think I have a pretty twisted mentality in the world that I love when because this is like the most basement, petty drama of all time. Like, this is something that ultimately doesn't matter even a little. No one gets hurt. Like, this is exactly what I'm here for. Dude, this is incredible.
Lying cringe lord. Like, this is such an unnecessary lie to even tell.
It's so good.
He just wants to be viewed as the smartest person to ever grace this fucking space rock that we live on, and the best at everything he even attempts to do, even when he's just not. He could have actually probably scored a ton of brownie points with gamers by saying, hey, Path of Exile 2 is a really good game. I'm learning it right now.
Mr. Moist, you missed the point. He can't just be okay at games. He has to be best about literally everything ever. That is his thing. He has built himself up in the public zeitgeist as the type of person that could never take an L. The moment he take an L, he'll feel like he's human just like everyone else. If he really wanted to win over gamers, he would do a stream with Asmongold, okay? And they would play Marvel Rivals together. Or you would do a stream with Moist Critical playing League of Legends together. That's what he would do if he was really trying to curry favor with gamers. He's not. He can't be average. He cannot be an average normal guy. His ego will not allow him. He is Kekius Maximus, the owner of Twitter, the changer of the world, the elector of the president. You don't realize he can't be a normal guy. It's kind of tragic, but it's wild. What an interesting character study, honestly.
Watch me
overpowered character done right, for sure.
Stream the early game content, and people probably would have actually really applauded that, because he's playing it on his own two legs here. He's playing and learning it, and that could have been a really easy way to relate to gamers.
It was never about relating, unfortunately.
Like, hey, this game's great. I'm gonna start...
Dude, my Elon analysis, bro, I'm analyzing this guy like I analyze the Ice King from Adventure Time right now, dude. I have to stop doing analyses of real people. Apparently, people don't like it when I do that. Actually, second thought, I'm gonna keep doing that.
Learning to grind it. I'm not very good right now, but if you want to check out my early game, here's the stream. And I bet it would have been received far better than this dog shit. He is poorly playing an account that has never actually been piloted by him.
That's awesome.
But it's an account with a lot of prestige because it's so high ranked, and that is like the most appealing thing to Elon.
That's so awesome. That's so
it's
cool.
Just, it's nonsensical. He's so fucking cringe, it's crazy. That's about it.
It's gloriously cringe. It's cringe in literally the best way. But yeah, I've given you my thoughts as I went here. I did the entire Elon Musk overpowered character analysis as we've gone here. I personally find this entire situation hilarious, and I will quote it forever. It is literally one of my favorite things that happened recently. As you know, any chaos that happens on the internet, I will be here, all right? I will be here at the epicenter, the butthole of the chaos. Subscribe for more chaos. Thank you for being here. Let's laugh at idiots as we go by, and remember to stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.